Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. I was just live over on my Facebook profile telling everybody to come over. So hopefully you are finding me. It is Friday here in Mujan. It is a beautiful day. I've gotten the kids to school, which is always a good day. And I've done my workout, and that's why I'm a little bit later than usual this morning. I'm about an hour later because I have changed my workout schedule a little bit, and I work out now on a Friday morning. And we do kind of resistance training. So this is stuff I just won't do by myself. I'll walk, I'll run a little bit, but I don't do any resistance training. So it's really good idea for me to go and do it in a group. If you are joining me live, say good morning. If you are watching on replay, #replay. I'm just popping over to my group now and just making sure that I'm actually live in there. Can't actually see myself yet. Let me just see. Oh yes, I can. I see myself live in there now, and I can just see a few eyes joining me. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching me from this morning. Octavia, good morning. Octavia, good morning. Where are you watching me from, Octavia? I'm going to give it another minute or two while people log in, because lots of people signed up for this session this morning. It's always one of the more popular. Everyone loves color. Hey, Sarah, great to see you. I'm really glad that you were able to join, Sarah. Sarah was a bit confused with the hour later. But it just meant that I got my workout in, Sarah, which was really, really important. So it's going to be, I think, 11 a.m. CET from here on in for the winter, because I'll be wanting to get my workout in before I come live here and do my lives. So while we're waiting for a few more people to log in, I want to let you know that there is a new challenge coming up. I have run this challenge before. I'm just going to put the link into the comments now. It is Get More Color Clients Challenge, and I ran it last in March, and it went really, really well. And we had people on there in the challenge getting clients during the week. So it was just amazing. And I don't know if you've been watching social media, but color analysis has kind of exploded. It's everywhere. Trini is talking about it in her new book. She has a new app that is helping with color analysis as well. There is AI everywhere you look doing color analysis. And on top of that, it has become very, very popular over in TikTok and some of the other social media platforms. So I think the way we think about how we promote our color analysis and how we get clients needs to change. Now, I have been talking about this for a while, but all of this huge explosion with color analysis everywhere, where people can get it for free, we really have to change how we think about how we promote our services and how we put ourselves out there. So if it is on your goal board to get more color analysis clients, to be doing more color analysis in your business, I highly recommend you join up for that challenge, which is next month. So you guys are going to be the first to know about this challenge. It's going to be next month, and it's between the 16th and the 20th of October. So if you want to place in the challenge, get yourself in there. So I put the link in the comments below, so you can actually grab it. You can sign in and get access to the challenge there. Good morning, Mary Linda. Great to see you. Good morning, Kelly from Brisbane. Octavia is watching from South Africa. I mean, how amazing is the online space? I absolutely adore that I can talk to people all over the world. Now, this morning, we're talking about Pantone's Fashion Color Update, and we're talking about the New York Fashion Week Spring 2024. London Fashion Week is not out yet. I think it will be out soon, though, because Fashion Week in London is coming soon. So I'll probably do another update at that point. But in the interest of having new and more content for your social media, having more ways to talk about color, having a talk. There are many ways that you can use the Pantone fashion color updates. Actually, you can use it in your social media to talk about the new colors that are coming out. You can use it in your consultations. It was something I always used with my clients. I updated them always with the fashion colors and told them which ones suited them and which ones were in the shops that would suit them. And you can also use it to get new clients in the door, a bit like what I'm doing here this morning. You can set up an event and you can invite people and tell them what the new fashion colors are. You can make it free, like I'm making it here this morning, or you can charge a nominal fee, and then you can invite them to come and get their colors done if they haven't had their colors done already. So I feel it is an amazing fashion tool, and I have been using it for many years. I encourage my clients to use it. I encourage you to include it. And it's a great way to stay up to date with what's fashionable without having to, effort too much. So I think Pantone's fashion color update is amazing. And you will see all these colors in the shops. You'll see them in interior design. You will see them all over the place. So it's really a good idea to become familiar with the fashion colors that are up to date and to use them in your business. It's an opportunity. I see Pantone's fashion color update as an opportunity. Good morning, Juliana. Great to see you. Good morning, Sonia. Great to see you. So great representation from Australia and South Africa here this morning. I think this time just works for you guys. And it works for me because I'm better in the morning than I am in the evening. I rarely work beyond 5 p.m. because I just get tired because I get up so early. Okay, so let's get to what we got together here this morning for. I am going to share my slides right now. Let me see, can I find them? Yes, there we go. So the first thing I have up here on the screen is actually the colors from spring summer 2023. And I'm going to show you how different these colors are compared to what we got this year for spring 2024. So this is 2023. This is 2024. What difference at a glance do you see between these colors? Let me know what you think is the big difference in the comments between these colors, first of all. Just pop a comment in. What difference do you see in these colors? Good morning, Kathy. How are you? Christine, brilliant to see you. Kathy is saying it's like 5 a.m. in Trinidad, and you're up, Kathy. I'm so impressed. Good on you. Good on you for being here live this morning. I hope you're still in your PJs and having a cup of coffee or a cup of tea there. Okay, so there is a big difference between spring 2023 and spring 2024. And the big difference is in the level of brightness. The colors last year for spring summer were much brighter. As you can see this year, they're much more muted. The colors are much more muted. So there seems to be much more of a serious tone to the colors that are going to be in fashion for spring 2024. And honestly, you will start seeing these colors in the shops pretty soon. They start coming into the shops well before spring. They typically in winter for spring. So you're going to start seeing these colors in the shops already. Actually, who has seen these colors in the shops already? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Have you seen these colors in the shops already? Okay, so what I have created here is all of the colors that from the New York Fashion Week that Pantone have up on their website. And I have given them each a designation. Now, I've kept them a little bit wider this time around, the designations, because I feel that there are so many people watching with so many different color systems that it's a good idea to try and keep it as wide as possible. And if you have a specific question about any of the colors, or if you don't agree with me in the designation that I put the color, you are very, very, very welcome to pop it in the comments. Honestly, I'm not a bit afraid. If you want to contradict me, just let me know. Okay, so we have people from Slovakia. We have people from so many different places. So let's get started with the top row. So the first color that I'm looking at here, and I'm going to try and make my slides a little bit bigger so I can actually, how can I make this a full screen? Let me just, for 1 second, full screen layout, so I can actually see the colors a little bit bigger. Okay, that's not happening, so I'm just going to do it this way. Okay, so the first color is called Rooibos Tea. And to me, this is a very deep, warm color. If you have the tonal system, I would say that this falls into the category of deep. And in terms of seasonal, I think this is very much an autumn. So you definitely would need to have some kind of warmth in your coloring to be able to wear this color for sure. It'd be a great neutral color for a deep or an autumn palette. It will go with many, many other colors, and it will also be quite slimming. So this is a fantastic neutral color to add other colors to. It's a little bit deep and a little bit dark, I think, for spring, but it depends on what climate you're in. Again, whether that will work in your wardrobe or not. Next up, we have Orangeade. And this is, again, a very warm orange. And to me, it looks quite muted. So to me, this is warm, and it is definitely autumn again. It might suit the more muted springs, but in general, I would categorize this as warm or autumn, and these are the two palettes that I would put it in. Next up is Watercress, and I spent a good little bit of time looking at this color because I was trying to think, I'm a cool summer, would I wear this color? And you know, it's a tinge warm for me. It's a grade green for sure. But I would be more inclined to wear this if I had more autumn in me. So I would say that this is a summer flow to autumn, or a soft muted, maybe an autumn flow to summer. So I put this as soft muted, this watercress color. I think if it was marginally more gray, I would wear it as a cool summer. And definitely you will find more grade versions of this in the shops. You don't have to, suggest that your client get the exact same color. You explain to them what the theory is behind their colors, and then they can go and find those colors in the shop. Next up, we have Desert Flower. To me, again, this is warm and it is muted. To me, this is a coral color. So I would imagine that this will look good in, a spring or an autumn. It's probably marginally more suited to an autumn, and I would definitely see this color in the soft muted palette of tonal. In terms of seasonal, I would say that this is naturally probably falls in autumn, or again, a softer spring. It may fall in it. Or if you had a summer with a flow to autumn, or an autumn with a flow to summer, I think this color would work quite well for them as well. Next up, we have Cambray Blue, and this made my heart sing because I love this color. I absolutely love it. I tend to wear a slightly more grayed version of this color. So you can see the color that I'm wearing this morning is slightly more gray than this light color. And this is great. It's this color here definitely has a lightness to it. It has a brightness to it. So in terms of which palette it best suits, I would say it best suits the light palette, which to me would be spring with a flow to summer, or summer with a flow to spring. There is a hint of warmth in it, I believe. So I think it's one of those colors that will look best on people who have light coloring. Okay, next up, of course, you can adjust all these colors. I mean, if you wore a small amount of this with pure white, a winter could wear it. Of course they could. So you can adjust all these colors. You can go brighter if you wanted something for spring, etc. Next up on the next row, we have Marlin. And I've put this actually as a universal color. I have put several of the colors this morning as universal colors because winter is not very well represented on this palette, nor is bright spring. Bright winter, bright spring are not very well represented on this palette. So I gave you some universal colors that will work pretty much with everyone. They're kind of mid-tones with elements of warm and cool. So they'll work for a lot of different palettes. So one of those that I've put in there is Marlin, which is a beautiful, slightly muted blue color. I can imagine wearing it. I can imagine giving it to a winter. I can imagine giving it to a spring and even an autumn. Next up is Lemon Drop, and this is most definitely a warm color. I would not wear this. This is a light I would say that it's light or warm. Whatever palettes you think that goes with. So definitely spring, possibly autumn. It may be a little bit light. It depends on the type of autumn. But like maybe if you had an autumn flowing into summer, maybe they would get away with this color. Next up, I have Mint, which again I have designated as a universal color, meaning that most palettes will get away with this green. It might not be the best green in their palette, but I think it's one of those colors that many people can wear because it's a mid-tone. It has an element of warmth. It has an element of cool. I could definitely wear this green. It's soft enough for me to wear as a cool summer. Next up is Capri. So this is kind of a cool, crisp blue. So I've just put it in as cool. This would suit summer. It would suit winter. It would definitely go into the light palette for maybe a light spring or a light summer. Next one, same pastel lilac. Again, I have designated as cool. So basically, it would work for winter, summer, or again into the light palette because these are light colors. Okay, so they're the main colors that we've covered already. And on the bottom row, then we have the neutral colors or the basic colors, or I don't know how you designate them. But a lot of them, when I looked at these first, I thought, oh my God, there's nothing here for the warm seasons. So I designated two of them as universal colors. So White Shade, I think, will work for a lot of different palettes. And I also think Brush will work for a lot of different palettes. If I was to say, if I had to choose whether they were warm or cool, I would say they're lean toward the cool side, but they're neutral enough that they will work for some of the warmer seasons as well. And the other three neutral colors are very cool. You have Brilliant White, to me, which looks like it has a slight tinge of blue in it. You have Mushroom, which is a grayed brown with a hint of pink. This to me looks like a cool color as well. Northern Droplet, it's like a gray, like a dove gray, a muted dove gray. That's also cool. So this palette is a little bit surprising for spring. I would definitely have expected brighter for sure. I would have expected brighter in here. So everyone's comments, please. I haven't been looking at the comments because I've been looking at the colors. So I'm just going to go into the group now and see what I've missed. Who has been commenting? Josephine said she's been missing my voice. Very good, very good. So, what questions have you about the spring 2024 colors from New York? Do any of you have any questions? Do any of you have anything to add to what I have said already? While I'm waiting for those comments to come in, I'm just going to pop this link into the comments again, if I can find it. So basically, my 5-day challenge. Oh dear, something just went wrong there. Let me just find the group again. I want to pop this in here again. Why is it not popping in? No, it's not going in. Juliana said, as a soft cool, I am excited about these colors. Exactly, Juliana. When I looked at this palette, I was there, oh my God, I have so many options with this palette. I really, really have. And oftentimes summer is not represented very well in spring. Sometimes the colors are too bright for summer in the spring palette. So I really believe that, you know, summers in particular, or soft muteds, are well taken care of in this palette. They really are, which is amazing. So I'm trying to copy the link for my challenge in here, but it's not doing it for me. I am inviting you all to my 5-day challenge, which is coming up in October, the 16th to 20th of October. I ran this challenge last in March. It went really, really well. People were getting clients during the week that they actually attended. So if you actually participate, you will get clients. So if you are interested in getting more color clients, I strongly suggest you get in there to that link and sign yourself up for the challenge. Any other questions? Anyone, about what I shared this morning? It's reasonably fast, you know, but you know, you can totally make this a much longer session for your clients. It doesn't have to be a 10-minute share or a 20-minute share. You can string this out to a 45-minute share by showing clothes in these colors, by showing interiors in these colors, by showing how to combine these colors, by showing the different palettes that these colors naturally fit within. So I absolutely think this is an amazing opportunity to sell more of your color services. Now, the AI robots are not going to be able to do this. So this is something you can do that they're not really going to be able to do in such a personalized way. So even clients that you've had already, you can invite them back. You can invite them back for an update, to update their colors. So you go back to them and say, you know, you got colors done with me 6 months ago or a year ago. I have this Pantone fashion color update. Would you like to join? And, you know, bring along a friend, and make sure that you make full use out of this tool, because it's one of the things that's available to us. It's completely free, and it's bang up to date. And as I said, one of the things that I've been talking for a long time now, but that has come to the forefront really, is that we're going to have to promote ourselves differently. We're going to have to think differently about how we sell our services. Otherwise, we're going to be competing directly with AI and the likes of, you know, I talked about it at the start, but like say Trini, who has just brought out a new book, and she has a new color match system where she's not now only recommending what foundation you wear, but also the colors of clothes that you wear. And it's just going to be getting harder and harder to compete around color analysis. So we really want to set ourselves up differently as the experts, as different, as somebody worth paying money to come and work with. So I am going to be very much focusing on that in my challenge, in getting you to talk differently. about your services and get people in the door and get people to understand the value of what you provide. The value of what you provide is life-changing. It's not a quick, here are your colors and off you go. You provide a life-changing service, and you want to make sure that you can communicate that to your clients. Christine said, I understand that bright colors were often chosen to give everyone a boost in poor economic times. Does this mean that the economy is improving? Good point, Christine. I'd love to think that it was improving. I'm not so sure that it is improving, but I think these colors, the idea behind them is, to create a sense of stability and tradition and a more solid base, perhaps. So they definitely convey that they are more traditional, they're more safe, they're not as exciting compared to the typical spring colors. So maybe that's the message that they want to get across with this palette. Now, I haven't actually seen London Fashion Week colors yet, so when they come out, they might be marginally brighter. I don't really know, but right now the colors are not looking that exciting. They're exciting for a summer, Christine, but they're not terribly exciting for somebody who is a bright winter or a bright spring, to be honest. Okay, guys, that session this morning was short and sharp. This is going to be available here in this group until Monday, and then it's going to go to my certified online color expert program. As I mentioned already, if you are looking to get more color clients, if you want to learn how you can differentiate yourself and how you can implement some marketing strategies to get more clients, I highly recommend you join my 5-day challenge coming up in October. And with that, I want to wish you a brilliant weekend, and I will catch up with you all again really soon. Take care. Bye.